Mayor Johnson, Chicago. How much has the city of Chicago spent on illegal immigration?
If you're referring to the 2022 up to 2024 of the buses coming from Texas, roughly the same percentage of the state of Texas, about 1% of our overall budget.
What is that? Because we don't have the city's budget in front of me. Numbers.
It's 1%, and if you want the actual calculation, we can make sure someone...
You're the mayor. You don't have the math in front of you.
It's 1% of the overall budget over the last 4 years.
That's why you're a failing
which
mayor.
Is the same.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. We got to talk about it, man. Congress just summoned the mayors of some of America's biggest sanctuary cities to answer for their policies. And let's just say it got heated. That's right. The mayors of Boston, Chicago, Denver, and New York City, Michelle Wu, Brendan Johnson, Michael Johnston, and Eric Adams, they have been called to Capitol Hill to defend their controversial sanctuary city policies. These leaders are now facing tough questions about their handling of illegal immigration, crime, and public safety, with many accusing them of putting politics ahead of their own citizens. And folks, if you thought it was just another routine hearing, think again, because in this clip that I'm about to share with you, Florida Congressman Byron, who I am going to say it, is going to be the next governor of Florida, absolutely tortures these mayors. I mean, from skyrocketing crime to overwhelmed resources, Congressman Donalds holds nothing back, and he exposes the consequences of these so-called sanctuary policies. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on so you never miss an upload. Check this clip out, man.
What did your city spend on illegal immigration? Do you have a round number?
Over the last couple of years on all newcomers, whatever their status was, it's around $79 million since 2022.
$79 million. Mayor Johnson, Chicago. How much has the city of Chicago spent on illegal immigration?
If you're referring to the 2022 up to 2024 of the buses coming from Texas, roughly the same percentage of the state of Texas, about 1% of our overall budget.
What is that? Because we don't have the city's budget in front of me. Numbers.
It's 1%, and if you want the actual calculation, we can make sure someone...
You're the mayor. You don't have the math in front of you.
It's 1% of the overall budget over the last 4 years.
That's why you're a failing
which
mayor.
is
Mayor
the same
Adams.
number.
And that's the problem right there. He came in there playing games. He know what the numbers are. He just doesn't want to say it out loud in Congress. He doesn't want to do that. He knows what those numbers are. And the people of Chicago, they know what those numbers are.
How much did the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration? Mayor Johnson, I already asked you, you don't have a hard number. And if you don't have a hard number, you're not running your city well. Mayor Adams, how much did the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration?
$6.9 billion of taxpayers'
$6.9 billion of taxpayer money on a problem that was fostered on the American people. Mayor Wu, in the city of Boston, how much did you spend?
We don't ask about immigration status and delivering city
You don't
services,
ask
so
about
we
how
don't
much
have
money
that
the city of Boston has spent on illegal immigration?
We
Are
don't
you out of your
distinguish
mind?
between immigration status.
Do you
as
manage
part
your
of our
budget
city
or not,
policies.
Mayor Wu?
That is how we keep
Mayor
our city
Wu,
safe.
do you manage
we
your
have
budget or
the
not?
numbers to prove it. I manage my budget. I have a AAA bond rating dating back 10 years.
So to the city of Boston,
budget.
just understand that your mayor does not care how much of your resources she has spent on people who are not citizens
The city
of
of Boston
the city of
is
Boston.
sick of having
I'm
people
reclaiming my
outside
time.
Boston
Mr.
telling
Bear,
us.
I cannot believe that this lady is the mayor of Boston. That must be an extremely progressive city. They got some of the highest taxes in the country, and you got this lady bringing people in, and she had the nerve to get on TV in a congressional hearing and say, we don't delineate or differentiate between a citizen and a non-citizen, a citizen and a illegal immigrant. We don't differentiate. So we don't know how much money is being spent, which I would assume is a lie. I would assume that that is a lie. I'm for certain that she knows how much money is being allocated. And if she doesn't, the people in Boston should have a big problem with this. The people, the citizens, the people that are paying taxes in the city of Boston should have a huge problem with a mayor that don't know how much money is being spent. And they also don't differentiate between someone who shouldn't be here and the people that are here and they're supposed to. That is outrageous, man. That is outrageous.
Mr. Bear, I have a question for you because I understand Cato's perspective when it comes to illegal immigration. I understand that the Cato Institute for a long time has had a standard of actually having open immigration into the United States. Generally speaking, I don't want to get into specifics.
We support legal immigration. We want immigration to be legal.
Let me ask you this question, because one of the great libertarians of the modern era, Milton Friedman, famously said, you can either have open borders or a welfare state, but you have to choose. Mr. Beer, what do you choose?
Milton Friedman said he wanted to allow illegal immigration to continue. I disagree with Milton Friedman's position on that. We should have legal immigration and build a wall around the welfare state, not around the country. That's in the best interest of taxpayers.
And I would argue that under the current system where you have sanctuary cities popping up, it is not possible to build that wall. So America has to choose. Mr. Beer, you're done. America has to choose between securing our nation or protecting the taxpayer. I choose secure the nation. I yield back.
Absolutely. I choose secure the nation as well. You got all these daggone mayors out here grandstanding, spending taxpayer money. Chicago's credit rating is junk. Now, Mayor Rouge, she said their credit rating is top notch, and it's been that, over the past 10 years. I don't know. I don't see how, but hey, it is what it is there. We're not going to speak on that because I don't know. But for these people to get out here in front of Congress, in front of America, and just grandstand the way that they did is just, it's sickening. People have to stand up against these far left, woke, progressive, and in some cases, Marxist, socialist, communist politicians. And that's from the city councils on up. This is outrageous, man. There was a clip that came out, from a lady who is a state delegate or state representative up in Maine that was talking about her first priority is to her country of Somalia. She doesn't care about this country like that. And that's the people that they're allowing in office. They're allowing people in office. They're voting people in the name of, quote unquote, trying to be diverse. But what they don't realize is that just like what's going on over in Europe, what's going over in Spain, what's going on over in, Great Britain, they're allowing people to come over and then take over. And these cities, they won't be what they used to be. Now, I don't have a lot of love lost. I don't have a lot of love for the city of Boston. I'm not a big fan of that city up there. And if you're from up there, no disrespect to you. I'm just not a big fan. But the people that do live up there, they have a right to know where their money is going. And I would assume these are also places that continue to raise taxes, continue to raise property tax, continue to raise sales tax, so forth and so on, to take care of illegal immigrants. But shout out to Byron Donalds, man, for just standing on business. You know what I'm saying? And showing himself as a strong leader, capable leader, showing himself as someone that is ready to ascend into the next step. Shout out to him, man. He's hands down one of my favorite, politicians out there. There's a few, but he's definitely very high on the list, man. I appreciate the support, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, share, subscribe. Turn the notifications on so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family. The goal is to get to 1,000. We're sitting, a little over, 260 ARP family members at this point. I appreciate everybody that supports the channel. If you'd like to support another way, consider buying your man a coffee. Link is in the description box below. Keep God first in your life. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.